Thank you to my Patreon subscribers. Thank you. I'm beginning to figure out what's wrong with me as far as why I got stuck for so long. I don't want to take money. It's inappropriate at my age. I should have already been paid for the Teva sandal. Should have made around $100 million from that. I know that back in about 1990, I should have been making about $5 million a year. So figure it out. It should be around $100 million. But and then I created QAD from that. So there should be some residual from that. But I hate taking money because I should be rich like Carl Fromhold, the only one that I've ever known in my life that handled money well. I just want to be a philanthropist. I'm no longer wanting to be a full-on rapist. I want to be a philanthropist, and but I gotta have money for that. But I can even do it here, in my opinion. So from now on, for every $5 anyone has given me, you're gonna get a share of my Teva Sandal swindle invoice. I'm never going to sell more than 100,000 shares, and I want to use the initial money, so that's all I'm going to do. For every $5, one share, up until the day that I take a lie detector test. I'm going to tell District Attorney Joyce Dudley what I'm going to take my lie detector tests about. I'll list all the questions, then I'll go locally, hopefully, get a really, really qualified polygraph examiner, do those questions, pass all those tests, because I am the true designer, I am the true father of the Teva sandal. It came from me. Lake Tahoe, California had a supernatural expression from somewhere. I think it was Grandpa Crimmy giving me the idea. Saw a guy's foot on the sidewalk in Lake Tahoe, South Lake Tahoe. Bam! Thunder went off. Bam! Gene got the idea. Bam! Saved two of the biggest companies in Santa Barbara. All they did, they're frauds. Pam Lopker is the biggest fraud in Santa Barbara County. She would not let me get away with that if it wasn't true. There's nobody, and that's one of the lie detector test questions, that Pam and Carl Lopker defrauded their 50% partner, Evan Bishop, out of QAD, billions of dollars. They're frauds. I couldn't say it if it wasn't true. As soon as I pass my lie detector tests, the shares are going to go for $10. So you've already doubled your money. I will settle with them for less than $100 million at some point, if and only if they admit everything, and I mean everything, to my satisfaction. And I will never not allow this to be the best investment that anyone has ever made, including those who bought AT&T at 50 cents or whatever. I want my Teva Sandal swindle invoice, when it's paid, to be able to pay anybody who bought shares and helped me. They're going to go from $5 now. I always intended for them to be $10 a share, 100,000 shares sold, $1 million, mainly to fight to get my $100 million for the Teva Sandal. I promise you, I will never take more than 40% of that invoice, 20%, up to 20% for the lawyers, another 40% or more for those who supported me. $5 converted. Every $5 you've given me now converts into one share. I hope I can do all this accounting. I was the financial controller of a Fortune 500 company. Everything, 26 countries, it all came to me. I handled everything. Any financial controller out there knows what I'm talking about. It was huge. I never lost a penny for QAD, those no good thieving Lopkers. After the lie detector test, $10. After I visit, then I'm going to take the results to Joyce Dudley. With your support, if I have enough money, I'm going to go to Joyce Dudley, to the district attorney in Santa Barbara, and present her with the results of my lie detector tests. I'm going to donate the drawings, the original drawings of the Tevis handle, to Aurora University. And right on that, right over there, right beyond the camera, is my guitar invention, which I've decided we gotta make my guitar invention. It's the best in the category that it falls in, even though nobody has ever made anything like it before. It is the best in that category. And it should be huge, and I should actually make a light manufacturing company, because I got ideas. And nothing that I ever own will be solely owned, will be a sole proprietorship. Everything will be company-wide owned. Every single employee will own the company. That would have saved America, just that alone. If every single employee of Ford and GM had owned those companies, they never would have shipped all the jobs overseas. And nobody really understands what happened, what Ronald Reagan did, for instance. Nobody knows what he did to the auto industry. This guy does. You can't give me money. I'm only going to give it back to you. That's the important thing to take away. You cannot give me money. I have to give it back to you. So right now, chicks and ducks and geese better scurry when I take you out in the Surrey. When I take you out in the